Hi everyone, and welcome to the Red Brick House. I hope everyone has had a fantastic holiday season. I have taken a little break here on YouTube to kind of settle down and relax and have more of a calming Christmas season this year. And I'll get more into that and I'll tell you why in future videos to come. But today I wanted to update you on all the things that I have been working on during this holiday season. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is these cute little fox pants. These are some pajama pants that I had made for my daughter during, I think, November. And they're super duper cute. I just used the same pattern that I used for her shorts that I made on this channel last summer, and then I just made them into pants. I just added legs to them. That's basically all I did. I took a pair of her pajama pants that she already had, and I kind of like gauged how wide I wanted the legs to be, and that's kind of how I got the shape of the legs that I wanted. But I'll bring it in close so you can see it a little better. It's so cute. This is fabric I got at Joann's when they were going out of business, and it's just a nice flannel. And the funny thing is that I made these for her for Christmas and, you know, for winter, and it's been so warm here. I live in Texas, and it's been in the 70s and the 80s. It just like we have not had any winter at all, really. We've had a couple of cold days, a couple of cold nights, and that's it. It's just been, it feels like spring. I don't know. But anyway, I made those for her. I know that at the end of the videos that I was making, I had bought a bunch of patterns, and I was had a lot of plans to do a lot of sewing. But I took a break from sewing. And except for these pants, I also made myself a black pair of pants too. But I made this, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. I did sew this cute little drawstring bag. I'll talk more about it in a minute, but that's really all the sewing I've done. And I'm also currently working on some socks. I started these probably not far, maybe a week before Christmas. And I started knitting these. And this is just some yarn that I had left over. I think I made a hat out of it on this channel last winter, and I had quite a bit left over, and I thought I had enough to make socks. I've already made one sock. I haven't done the heels yet, but I'm working on my second sock, and when I finish it, then I'll come back and I'll put in the heel. That's kind of my favorite way to do socks, and so I feel like at least once a year I need to make myself a pair of socks. So that's what I'm doing there. I think I'll bring it in close. They're super cute. I love the pattern it's making. It's really neat. Okay, the next, something that I have, these next two projects are these sticker by number books and then some diamond painting. And I have been doing both of these things for a while now. I've never featured it on my channel, but this is just the things that I really enjoy doing over the holiday season. I had bought this book last fall, and I have finished it. So if you're not familiar with these books, this one's by Brain Games. It's my favorite one. I have tried other ones, but they have the best, to me. They have the best sticker quality, and they're sticky, but you can move them around if you mess up, and you just you get your sticker page from the back here. I've already torn them all out, so you can see right here because I finished it. But you get your stickers and you coordinate them with the page you're working on, and you just put them where they're supposed to go, and it makes a beautiful picture. And so this is so relaxing and so much fun to do. It's kind of like paint by number or like color by number, but with stickers. And I started doing this a while ago, as my daughter had tried, or I had bought a book for her birthday, and it was a cat's, of course, because she loves cats. And anyway, she loved it, and I kind of did a few of them too, and I liked doing it. And then I realized that they had these kind of more grown-up, I guess, images and books. I think like more of the children's one have the spiral on the side. To me, these are kind of, I mean, really it's like, maybe 4 to 99, ages. because they're just so much fun. But that was one that I worked on during the fall. And then I got a Christmas one. They have several Christmas ones. I buy these on Amazon. They have just so many that you can choose from. This was a vintage Christmas. And I think this, while I was doing it, I was thinking that this would be a great idea for an Advent, because I think there were about 24 or 25. Let's see. Oh, that one's my favorite. I love that one. Let's see. There's 25. There is 28. I think that's the last one. Yep, there's 28. So you could totally use these books as, it doesn't have to be a Christmas one either, but I think it would be a fun just to do one every day as an Advent activity. So that was the Christmas one. And then for Christmas, from myself to myself, I got this one. Now this one, it's called Enchanted Garden, and I'm currently working on it, but it has foil stickers, so I wanted to see like what that looked like. And what it is that in each page, each sticker page, you have a few of these foil stickers. So you can see how like these are not foiled, but these are. It was so funny because the first time I did it, I finished the house, and then I was like, wait a minute, these stickers are missing. They're not on the page. And then I realized I had to go to a separate page. So like, here's the stickers for, hold on. So these are the stickers for this page, but there will be some, it's probably these, I'm not sure. But then you have to pull out the foil page because all the foil stickers are on the same page, and they're so shiny. They're so pretty. So anyway, that's how you do these books. So this one you can see it better because I haven't completed it. So there's just some really pretty images in here. And these are all stock photos. I think in the front it says they're all from like Shutterstock. Shutterstock, is that how you say it? And here in the front it gives you all the pictures too. And also back here it gives you the pictures. So like you could use these for other crafts, you know, you could make bookmarks out of them, or you could cut them out and put them in your journal, or you could make little collage of them. I don't know. There's just lots of things that you can do. So I think like this is like an extra bonus to me. So anyway, here's all the sticker pages. So that's what I'm currently working on. I like to do this over the Christmas holidays when I wasn't doing school with my daughter, because I homeschool my daughter. I would get up in the morning and sit down and have my coffee, and I would work on one of these. And it was just a lot of fun. During the school time year, I will have this book with me and I will work on it while she is doing some of her schoolwork. Because she's 13, she's 7th grade. She, you know, a lot of the things are independent. There are some things that I do with her and teach with her, but then I have some time just while she's doing her schoolwork. It's just gives me something to do that's quiet and not distracting, and then she can, you know, do her work. And so it's a good activity for that. Okay, next. Oh my goodness, let's get into the diamond painting. I've been diamond painting since, I think the summer of 2024. So I'm coming up on 2 years. I haven't shown it on my channel before. I haven't really talked about it on my channel before. But this holiday season, it was all about the diamond painting. Before, when I was sewing and doing other crafts, I would kind of do this when I had time, or, you know, just whenever I wanted to work on it. My sister likes to do this too, and so sometimes we'll have a night where we get together and chat and do diamond dots together. So it's just fun. I did make myself a little bag. And I like to keep all of my stuff in here. So I got this little tray. Look how cute this is. I was at a little Christmas market. They have vendors there. And somebody was doing a lot of resin. They had a lot of resin things to buy. And I love this tray. I picked it up immediately. I'll bring it in closer if I can get the glare off of it. My ring light wants to put a glare on it, but it's 3 little gnomes. Aren't they cute? So all they had was Christmas ones. If I find them again, I have them, I cannot remember the name of the company. if I can find it, I'll try to put it in the description because I don't know if they sell online, but it's a local, you know, little vendor that they were selling these, and I was like, this is perfect for my pins to hold my stuff while I'm diamond painting. So anyway, I picked that up. And then I also like to just put my extra drills in here, all of my trays that I use. So I needed a bag, bigger than a Ziploc bag and prettier, much prettier. And so I just made my own. Okay, so now for the diamond paintings. This is from Diamond Art Club. It is by Chuck Pinson, that is the artist. And it was beautiful. This was the first Diamond Art Club I've ever done. Before that, I did a lot of Hobby Lobby kits and a lot of Michaels kits. So this was my first like really like bougie, fancy, you know, luxury kit. And I did love it. And I would say it's worth the money. And this is why. For one, it's way more sparklier than my other ones. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I don't know if I can move it so it will, you can see like how sparkly it is, but it is so sparkly. It is a round. It's just a beautiful landscape for the fall. I started working on this, I think about a week before Halloween, and I finished it right around Thanksgiving. And this was the largest one that I have ever done. This one is 74 centimeters by 55 centimeters. And I absolutely loved it. This was a kit that my husband bought for me at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, or at least our Hobby Lobby, was, they were phasing these out really. And they had put these on sale. It was 40% off. I think originally it was like $68, but it was 40% off. And so they only had one or two, and my husband was like, I'm gonna get that because, you know, he knew I would like it, and I loved it. And so I probably will buy more Diamond Art Club. I also will buy from other companies, but I mean, this was just, it was so much fun to work on. And I really did love it. Okay, so let's move on. I'm just going to move that one out of the way. Now these other ones are a lot smaller. Okay. Next I got these two kits, this one and this one, from Michaels. It was part of their Christmas themed kits. I really do like the Maker's Mark. I think that's what it's called. I always get that name mixed up for some reason. I think because we shop at Sam's Club and I think of like Members Mark, but I think it's called Maker's Mark. Anyway, I really like Michael's kits. I have not had any real problems with them. This one, it was kind of different to do because this background back here was a grid, kind of, mostly. But then the reindeer, you have all these like curves. Let me bring it up close. If I can find, there we go. Okay, you have all these like curves here, it curves around here, the tail curves, the face curves, and so those drills fit so tightly in there that it was a struggle. It was kind of a struggle to get some of them placed in there, even there, like that one's popping up right there, because it was just so hard to place some of them in there the way that they had them. That one's popping up too. I'm not even going to stress about it because it was hard to do. But I do like how it came out. I love the background, but I think the background takes away from the little deer. I love these like vintage kind of images. It just reminds me of my childhood in the 80s, in the 70s and 80s, where I don't know, I feel like we had the sweetest, cutest little images. Now you have all these AI'd images, and you know, they can be cute too, but I love these like vintage, especially when it comes to Christmas. And then we have the Santa, which I think he looks very vintage too. I did not realize how much blue was in this kit until I started working on it, and it was so funny to me. From a distance it looks gray, but up close it's like blue and green. I find that so interesting. But he was worked in kind of a grid, so it was very easy to do. And this is the first kit I've ever experimented on putting AB drills into the kit. So I had these left over from the cabin. I put some up here. I should have done more. I was very conservative when I did this because I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't know if you can see them there, and then I put some over here on his little ball of his hat here. And that was a lot of fun. And I think I'm going to be doing a whole lot more of that in the future, because if you guys know me on my channel, I kind of like to take something and do it my own way. And I found that really fun to do. So I worked on those two through Christmas. And then at the end of December, I did this Cardinal kit. Now this is from Dotz. I purchased it at Walmart last year. And it just sat in its box. I did it because I don't know. I do like to do things kind of seasonally. And so after winter was over, last year, I never went back to this kit, but I had extra time during the Christmas time. And so I did this kit. It was kind of fun because it has these really big, like, rhinestones on it. But this kit, sadly, this canvas was very wrinkly. Now I painted the edges because I wanted to hang it. You can see I've got it on this magnetic hanger here. I painted the edges hoping that would flatten it out, and it did a little bit, but I don't know. It's kind of like sometimes when you do like the nicer kits and then you go back and you do something that's kind of more a little more not quite as high quality, you really notice it then. Like, you really notice it. You don't notice it if you're just doing like budget friendly kits and things, and then you go and you do like a really nice one, then you go back to the other ones and realize, oh yeah, I do prefer the nicer quality kits. But this was really fun to do, and it is a partial. I like the snowflakes on it. I think they're a lot of fun. So anyway, after that one was done, I didn't put it in here. I had a mystery kit that I got myself one and I got my sister one. And on Thanksgiving Day, aside from eating and watching football, we did these mystery kits. So we had no idea what they were going to be. We just had to put the drills onto the canvas, and I forgot to get that one out. Mine turned out to be a polar bear with Christmas gifts. It was really cute. But it was a fun experience doing. And then this one I just got off of Amazon. It was in like a pack of 6 little like kind of folk art landscapes. You can see the picture up here. I'm not finished with it yet. That is what I'm currently working on. And so I'm about halfway done, a little more than halfway. So I should be finishing this one up very soon. And this one again, like, I can do post reviews on these things if y'all want me to. This one, these black drills were, I don't know, I've never had this to happen. I mean, I don't buy a lot of kits on Amazon. This was only the second one I've ever bought. Like I said, most of the kits I've done have been from like Dotz, the company Dotz, or from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But this one, ooh, these black drills had some kind of dust all over them, and they just kept, I don't know, I didn't want to wash them because then they would have to like dry before I could use them. But what happened is that it made me have to change out the wax in my pen like constantly because they were so like dusty. I don't know, it was really kind of weird. I've never had that to happen before. Okay, and then the last one is the Carriage, the Christmas Carriage from Michael's. This part down here was so much fun to do. This is the first square kit that I've ever done. And it was an experiment, let me tell you. I started out trying, to place them like I normally place my rounds. And I don't know if it was the glue on this canvas, which later I kind of figured out it was. But I was having a lot of trouble. And I didn't know if it was because it was square or if it was actually the canvas. But I realized, because I could look up in here on these parts that I hadn't done yet, and I could see like places where the glue was like a pocket where the glue was very, very thin. And I've never had that problem with Michaels before with their kits, but this one I had a problem with. It's kind of funny because my sister, she bought the same kit, and she said her canvas was fine. She didn't have any problems with the glue on her canvas. But this one, I don't know why, but mine did for the first time. But I managed to figure out a way to work with it and to place these drills down. I'm not used to squares. I tried multi-placing them just with three, only like a 3-placer, and I had all kinds of trouble. I would push down on the drills and they would spread out, and then I put them on the canvas and they would be too far apart. There would be little gaps in between them, and then I'd have to squish them together like with my straightener, and because of the glue on the canvas they would just pop up and move around. Oh, it was awful. So I have single placed this entire thing. I don't mind single placing, but at the point where I was frustrated, I felt like it was probably easier and faster than having to stop every time I multi-placed and fix them. So that's what I did. I pretty much single placed most of these, and I'm about halfway done, and I cannot wait to finish it. I think this carriage is gorgeous. The snow is, like I said, the snow down here is really gorgeous. I loved working on it. This area through here, oh, so much confetti. When, you know, sometimes I look at an image and I'm like, it's so pretty. And because it was a Christmas one, I knew they would sell out, so I went ahead and bought it. I didn't think about how much confetti was going to be in this. And I like confetti. I'm a confetti girl. But when every single square around each other is completely different colors, it's a little much. It's a little overwhelming, I think. But once I was able to kind of place these lines, then I could kind of just fill in these sections, and it was a little easier. But the end result is really beautiful. I really love how it looks. This carriage, I love these colors of pink and the gold. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm not really looking forward to working on these flowers up here. And I say that because, like I said, my sister did this kit too. And I have seen hers just about finished. And these flowers, the way they were charted, probably just by computer, but they are very, it just looks like a mesh of color. You really can't tell the distinction in any of the flowers at all on here or once it's finished. Sometimes it looks kind of like this, you know, before you put the drills on, and after you put the drills on it looks more clear and you're like, oh, I see the picture, I see it clearly now. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I am going to finish it. This is, you know, of course, what I'm currently working on. But I have 3 kits that I got for Christmas, and 2 of them are extremely special. One is a Michaels kit that my husband got me all 3 of them. But the other 2 are very special kits. So I'm planning to do a video where I'm going to unbox them. Well, I've kind of already unboxed them because I had to, because, you know, my husband was like, open it, open it, open it. And I just had to open it too. So it won't be like a surprise for me, but it will be a surprise for you all if you're interested in seeing these 2 very special kits that I got. And I'll include the other one too. But anyway, so these are the things that kept me busy during the holiday season. It kept me sane. Diamond painting really, really calms my nerves, and it really calms my anxiety. And it's helped me a lot through this difficult time. I had a very difficult fall season, and like I said, I will get into that in some future videos. I plan on doing some whipping chats and talking with you about, you know, just things that happened over the fall while I work on some of these canvases in the future. So I hope you would be interested to see that and hear about all of that. So that's my plans for this new year. I'm not going to strictly be doing diamond painting forever, but that is what I'm enjoying right now. And here on my channel, I always try to capture the crafts that I am really in love with at the moment. And this is just something that has really been good for me. So I wanted to share it with you all. With that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting my channel. And like this video if you think I did a good job here on YouTube. I'm not always, I'm not the best videographer, editor, etc. But I do my best. And I hope that you will join me in the future in this year of 2026. And hopefully we will grow as a community. And that will just be so much fun and make me so happy. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Have a great week and bye-bye.